Oh, and we are live, and it's Freddie from Blocktalk with our amazing co-producing host,
Alex Sturck.
Yay, Alex!
Hey.
Yeah. Quick word about our sponsor, our two sponsors. That is, our first sponsor we've ever had is Canada's best Bitcoin trading platform, Quadriga CX. Thank you to the fabulous people there for getting on board early, and of course, another amazing sponsor is Airbits, world-class wallet for Bitcoin. Love what they do. Good-looking wallet. Very, very, very easy to use. We put everybody on it here. It's awesome. So thank you, Airbits. And now we're into the show. It looks like.
Well, yeah. If you could go to. Oh, hi everyone. What's going on?
Yeah.
So Freddie, I got a gift for you as we go into our sponsors here. We have the crypto community cards from Jumbucks.
What?
So they gave us 2 sets. That one there is for you.
Dude. Thank you.
And the other one's for me.
We'll see.
Greg.
You can have a sticker, Greg.
Sweet.
Yeah, there you go. Rep the Jumbucks Ram.
I
All right. So we have actually 2 sponsors that help us out here at Blocktalk, just to kind of, make us more professional and get things rolling. The first sponsor is Coinigy, a professional tool for traders. You get advanced charting software, and you can connect all your exchanges and then go through one UI and do it fast and easy, when you want to dump Ethereum on every market at once.
Don't dump Ethereum. Go along with it.
Yeah, so we love Coinigy. Look for next Wednesday. I think they're having a podcast. I'll probably drop in on that one too with Brian Beamish.
You're so popular on that show.
Oh, yeah, they love me there. It's great.
Yeah.
So our other sponsor is Jumbucks. So at getjumbucks.com, you can learn about this amazing coin. They have the awesomest community around. They got a Slack where you can tap into the knowledge base that is the trading community.
Wow.
And these crypto community cards are beautiful. You get one of Gavin and Dreesen on the front.
Here,
I think we've
go to our screen and I'll.
All right, yeah.
And I'll show these guys. Whoops. All right, look at this, guys. I'm gonna just do this all fancy here in front of the camera. I can do this.
So, Gavin.
Is that Gavin?
That's Gavin.
Hi, my name's Gavin. I create the internet and this thing called blockchain. So that's Gavin. And here's.
Yeah, good friend of the show.
He's good. I'm a good friend of the show. Eh? Okay. And there's I'm in jail. My name is Charlie Shrimp. I didn't do it. All right. And here's I wrote the book. I wrote the book on the blockchain. It's already defunct, but it's all good. I love you guys. Let me tell you something else. Bitcoin is jazz. No, it's not. All right.
And we got our villain.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it, motherfucker. You put that gun on my head. I didn't do it.
Mark Carpella. So if you guys want your own set of these beautiful cards, what you do is you retweet this tweet here from Blocktalk. Our Twitter handle is at @block_talk.
Whoa.
And you tweet and you put your bid below. We're going to start the bidding at $1, and it's payable in Bitcoin or Jumbucks.
Whoa.
So go crazy here. And without further ado, we'll get the show started here.
Yeah. Introduce our guests.
Yeah. Well, we got to make sure we timestamp this with the Bitcoin block.
Hey, Larry.
We're on 368.867. So yeah, we're at this quarterly mark. In about 50 weeks, we're going to be doing the halvening for Bitcoin.
It's right there.
And geez, okay, enough of me talking. Let's introduce our wonderful guest from IOcoin, Joel Bosh.
Yay, Joel.
Oh, he's muted.
Uh-oh.
He's muted. His own.
I got it. Test. We're on, guys. Thank you for
I love the
inviting
photo
me.
behind you. The artwork behind you is amazing. Love the artwork.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Yeah, it's our beautiful city.
Yeah.
The IOcoin city.
It looks like it's on fire right now.
So where are you calling us from, Joel?
No, I'm at home tonight, Miami. You know how we do. Hot. It's hot. It's hot over here. But we're happy.
Oh, the old
That's nice.
the old
Who else
Florida
is joining us?
So we got a special friend, the first of maybe many that might drop in. Our old friend, Not So Fast.
Hello.
Hi. It's not as hot as Miami or as interesting over here, but it's still okay.
So Not So Fast, I saw you got some new outlets for your mining rig, so hopefully it's less of a fire hazard.
Yeah, it would be interesting if it wasn't just slightly risky of catching on fire, though. So, yeah, set up some rigs, mining more. It's good.
All right, that's awesome to hear. Okay, so get Freddie back our mouse so he can run the cam.
I'm the cameraman. Here we go. We're back now.
So we got some beers from Jumbucks, and we're gonna start diving in here to get an update on the roadmap for IOcoin. So Joel, tell us how IOcoin has been for you the past couple weeks since we've had you on the show last.
Yeah, what's new?
Yeah, I mean, to be very honest with you, it's been amazing in terms of when we released the roadmap. There was like a press release that came out, and we got a lot of attention. So that attention led to a lot of meetings. So I just been all over the place, being pulled, and that's good. That's good. That shows that there is interest on blockchain technology, a lot of interest, and we're happy because one of our first concerns was, can someday crypto projects be taken seriously? you know.
Yeah.
So I think that for us, I can't talk for all the other projects, but for us, we've seen a change, and that's a change for the better.
Awesome. So you guys talked a lot on the last show. We had you on with Vericoin guys. You talked about the DIONS.
Yes. Well, from DIONS now, we have expanded. We are now doing identities. So not only are we doing aliases on the blockchain, obviously tied to the hex address, but now the aliases won't have that dash. We used to have IONS before, so IONS was Wiz-IO. So now you can pretty much register anything, any character, So it could just be Wiz without the dash. So either entities can add their own dash, dot, whatever they want against the hex address. And then we went from not only adding aliases, but getting into identities. And the reason we want to get into identities is we believe that because we are an open blockchain, unlike other blockchains that are anon, for us, we believe that the future will be an open future where you have identities being stored on the blockchain, your personal information, and it has to be in a secured way. So we have been we slowed down a little bit to just focus on basically figuring out a way where we could do also the IOcoin blockchain, but the sidechain to Bitcoin. And we figured it out. We have a way of how we're going to be deploying this, but we're also closely watching what the guys at Bitcoin are going to do, if they're going to fork, the 2 megabyte to 20 megabytes, who knows. So in the meantime, while they're trying to decide what they're going to do, we will have identities working on the blockchain when DIONS rolls out. Basically, you can attach an identity to your hex address.
Cool. So it's just one hex address that you can assign an identity? Like you can't have create a new address every time or something? You
can create more addresses, but obviously you can, if you have a main address, you can attach one identity, an avatar, and that's where today I wanted to give you guys a little present and show you guys some of the wallet screenshots so that you guys can see what we're doing over here. We have also been guarding a little bit what we've been talking, just because we are in talks with companies and people that are really interested in what we're doing. And a lot of the stuff that we're doing is security-based, obviously. So some of the things we are keeping tight right now, tight-lipped. But when when we release DNS, obviously it's open source, so they can check it out. So I don't know if you guys can see. I'm sharing.
Yeah, we see it.
All right, so this is going to be our new IOcoin, IO Digital wallet. The wallet had been pretty much entirely redone. We had a smaller HTML5 wallet before, and the reason we couldn't use that wallet was because obviously we're now going to go into areas where we're going to need more space in our wallet, and also we are going to be doing something called Chameleon that I'll get into it a little bit later. So for now, this is just the wallet overview. But the most important thing, there's a couple of things that are very important. Obviously, the enable staking. Everybody knows, we're a POS coin, so staking is very important to secure a network. But if you look to the left, you're going to see one of our devs' picture, his avatar. And one of the cool things that you're going to be able to do is, like I said before about identities, you're also, if you don't want to store your identity, you can at least start by storing your avatar and attach it to the hex address. So this image right here, you can actually attach it to a hex address and be your avatar. And that's going to be great because we have now added messaging to our blockchain. It's kind of like a tweet-like feature. You're going to be able to follow your friends or family members, and when you chat with each other, you'll be able to see your friends or family's avatar. So that's going to be cool. If you look right here over the wallet overview, so you're going to have your available and your spending, your enable staking button right here, and I'm going to go to the next screenshot. Obviously, here's a send payment. Right now, you see OFI-IO, but this has obviously been changed. Now you could just do OFI without the -IO. You could do PAT, you could do WISP without the -IO, or any other name that you may like. You could also add a recipient here and change the address at the top. If we move, here's the settings, so you could back up your wallet from here, and all the settings. Coin control is going to come in. Now, I want to get into this a little bit because there's been a little confusion. We basically took the wallet and we redid it from the ground up, meaning there is no QT. A lot of the wallets that are coming out right now, they have the daemon, then they have QT. That's the regular Bitcoin wallet. And then, in the past couple, I say in the past year, a lot of the developers have found a way of adding HTML to the QT wallet. So you have this feel like, HTML works for QT, and you could go, have some web-like features. What we did was we actually just did away completely with QT. So our HTML Java front end will talk directly to the daemon. There is no more QT. And the great thing about this is that HTML5 wallet devs down the line are going to be able to take our wallet and add some cool features. So it's going to be very user-friendly. And also, because of what we're doing with the blockchain and the applications that we're going to be down the line releasing, any company or any entity that may want to use our blockchain, they could actually take this wallet, they can actually change it up and use it as a means to identify their own color coins down the line. So that's the important part. So you don't need to have a dev that understands QT to work on our wallet. You could just work on the wallet if you know your HTML. Any questions so far?
That's very cool. On that first slide, I saw you had enable staking. So are you guys staking from your web wallet?
This is not a web wallet. That's another good. It's another good thing. Okay. I've been asked this before. With the web wallets, you can actually obviously, connect to kind of like a server, and then you get a passphrase, and then you have access to like an HT type of environment, right? With us, we are actually utilizing still a .dat, meaning you're going to be able to put your password to secure your .dat, and then obviously you're going to have your private keys, which is the .dat. So you have two, I would call it like two-step security. Other people may not, because they, the passphrase is your private key in an HT wallet. But for us, to open up the wallet, you're going to need a password, and you're also going to have your private key or your .dat. So it's not an HT wallet. Although down the line, we will have an HT wallet capability so that people don't have to download the entire blockchain. So for our wallet, you need to download the entire blockchain. We feel right now that having the .dat, it's something that we feel is more secure. I won't say more, but it will be more secure than HT. Even though HT is good, we feel that people having their .dats is quite important. And having to put a password to encrypt their wallet, it's also important. So that way you have, you know, the password and also your private key that will be in your .dat.
But they're not storing the entire blockchain, though. They're able to stake without having the entire data?
They have to download the blockchain. We will have a bootstrap. So you will download the blockchain. You will basically enable your wallet for staking. This is kind of like the Qt, but without it. It's HTML on the daemon, but with the full, you would have to download the blockchain. Down the line, we will enable the HD wallet, but right now, we want people to have their .dat. We want people to have more security for right now. We don't want to have a server in the middle.
No, it's good looking. It's a good looking wallet, eh?
Yeah, and with some of the features you're talking about, I think this is something that's really important for Florida, especially. There's a lot of old grandmas and grandpas that need to send money to their kids, so I think this is probably a good market for you guys to be into.
Yeah. I mean, you know, one of the things, I don't know, maybe people feel differently. We have to now start thinking about, you know, rules and regulations, you know. Obviously, we saw the BIT license coming out in New York. You know, we believe in decentralization, obviously, keeping everything decentralized. When you have your .dat, when you have your wallet, when you have your blockchain downloaded, just like Bitcoin, you know, you are being part of the network, right? You know, there is no middle server that you know, that you're going to log on to or whatever the case may be. You're going to be connected direct to other wallets. So I believe that that's important right now. HD is kind of like a feature. We like it, but we also believe that it's important for people to have the blockchain in the wallets.
Not so fast as any comments.
Yeah. I actually like the.
Your government, when you're doing data right now, for example, let's say you know you're a company, you know, and I'm the government. I can actually subpoena your company if we believe you're doing something wrong, and I might want to have access to all of the data that's being stored on that server, you know. So that the main point of having the blockchain downloaded is for people to be able to connect without having a third party or your own server kind of like in between, you know, you and the blockchain and the other people. So we believe that it's best that people have the blockchain downloaded and they have their .dat and they connect to that blockchain and the network without having that server. There's a lot of things that are going to coming out, and I believe that we're doing the right thing by giving people that opportunity to download the blockchain.
Yeah,
Great,
man.
not so fast, yeah.
Yeah, I really like the idea of blockchain-backed identities. I mean, it's really easy to spoof people or pretend to be someone that you're not. So the ability to claim your own identity or claim, you know, a fictitious identity on, you know, backed by the blockchain is cool. There's that service onename.io, but something directly done with IOcoin. Man, Josh, I think those identities are awesome. I think what you've got is something really big because you know, it works for people who aren't really that tech-enabled or cryptocurrency savvy to get into it. I mean, if they can just send value to an address, it's harder for them to conceptualize than it is just to send it to the identity that they want. You know, so it is like grandma sending Johnny $5 worth of IOcoin in a birthday card.
More than that, let me just give you a little background. A lot of people, you know, some people know me. I was in the music industry for a very long time. I really can't talk about the people that I'm talking to and the things that we're going to do, but I'm just going to throw an example. Copyright, okay? For example, music copyrights. Hey, you might just be JC. You want to put in your identity, or I'm just using Jay-Z as an example. You're a rapper. You want to, you know, copyright your material. Your identity will be attached to the blockchain, and now you're going to submit your copyright. So that's going to be like tied up to your identity. So I don't want to keep talking too much, but that is a really important feature. And more than that, it's something important looking in the future of how people are going to be able to prove that they were the ones that either wrote some material, a piece of music, and it's going to be attached to their identity. So it's more than just sending coins. You know, our blockchain, you know, it's going to be more than aliases. It's going to definitely add just documents, copyrights, like I said before, and it'll be it's going to be an important thing coming up now in the near future for people to be able to have that opportunity to store their personal documents attached to their identities. So here in the wallet, just real quick, we're going to have this My Wallet section. It says set aliases very big right there. You're just going to click that button, and you're going to choose the name. It's going to pop up another window, and you're going to be able to put a name, pay 10 IOcoins, and you're going to be able to secure that that alias says for almost, I believe it's 240,000 blocks. So that's a very long time. Almost, I believe it's a year, I think it is right now, or half a year, somewhere there, depending on how fast the blocks are generating. The 10 IOcoins are going to go back to the stakers. They're not going to go back to us. So if you're staking your wallet, you're going to be able to mine that transaction. So we're going to definitely incentivize our people to keep their wallets open and staking.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it's going to be a more efficient, I guess, user-friendly version of staking, the proof of stake, which already I find proof of stake is probably better for the mainstream public than your typical Bitcoin QT and a lot of these other coins. But you guys are making huge grounds in the UI front, which Bitcoin needs desperately. Like, it's really not user-friendly at all to try and explain Bitcoin.
Yeah, a lot of people look at our wallet, and now hopefully they'll see the work that was put into it and understand that our team had to work from scratch without the use of the QT, and I can't stress that enough. I mean, it's been taking us a long time just getting this wallet to work straight to the daemon and just adding all these features. This messaging right here that we're going to add, people are going to have the opportunity to also send private messaging. So that means it's not going to show up on the blockchain. If you don't decide to do private messaging and you want to leave it open, what's going to happen is that it's going to leave the message in the blockchain. And we're going to be able to pick that message up, bring it into the wallet. So that way, if you have friends that you want to follow, just like Twitter, you'll be able to read their messages.
Cool.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's there's just been a lot of work that we've been doing, for DIONS. It's just definitely expanded way more than just setting up an alias, in the blockchain. A lot of people are probably thinking, well, once you start storing all the stuff, you're going to get a lot of bloat in your blockchain. So we thought about that really hard. There are ways that we're going to be able to deal with blockchain bloat. One of the things that we're doing is a project called Chameleon. It is actually on our roadmap, and basically Chameleon is going to allow us to do side chains to our own chain. So those side chains that we're going to be able to deploy are going to, some of them are going to pretty much handle the bloat, and it's definitely going to help us out so that we mitigate the bloat on our main chain. Not only that, obviously, it's going to also allow companies, if they meet certain requirements, to possibly have their chain and utilize our DIONS features.
Okay, so people could run like a thin client, like say they wanted a Raspberry Pi just to receive transactions. They don't need all the messaging sidechain or anything like that.
Right. No, definitely.
Okay. Yeah, speaking of the roadmap here, like Freddie, if you can pull up my screen, I got the overall status. You guys got some good percentages here. So DIONS looks like it's almost ready to be released.
Yes. Now, right now, we just compiled our first daemon, and it's now being we're developing the HTML wallet features on top of the daemon. So we're probably a couple of months. I would say September. Sometime in September, but I don't want to say date because then I'll give it away. But we're getting close. We're getting close. After this daemon work that we're doing, we have another update that we're going to do, and then after that, we're really getting close, and it's going to be a launch.
So I don't know if anyone else has any questions here before I ask again, but reversible transactions, that's on your roadmap too. Could you explain that further?
Yeah, basically, we're going to have like a time limit. So basically, if you want to send a transaction and you enable it, I don't know if you've seen Google, they have a feature before you send your email out. It gives you like some time, you know, to kind of like reverse it. So it'll be something.
That.
Yeah, so it's going to be something similar to that. So if you enable that feature, it's not going to just hit the blockchain. It's going to kind of like, you know, have a little bit of time out before it hits that blockchain, so you'll be able to reverse it in time in case you made a mistake, you know. And again, this is all for user friendliness. You know, people sometimes make mistakes, and I don't want to talk bad about other projects, but you know, we have to. One of the things that I try to do, instead of talking in developmental talk, I try to make it kind of like just a regular talk, you know, dumbify a little bit all this technical information, because when you go talk to a company that has no clue on blockchain technology, one of the things they always tell me is like, can you find a way of explaining it to me where I can understand it, you know? A lot of people may want to get into the blockchain stuff, but if they look at a wallet system or they look at what you're developing and it's kind of like rocket scientists, you know, the people at the top, they won't maybe understand it unless they have like the chief, you know, technical officer in there. And what is this doing, you know?
Yeah, the people that make the big money decisions, they want you to be able to tell them what the blockchain is and get them to understand in like 15 seconds. So what you're doing is smart, man. It's smart to be able to explain it to people that way.
Yeah, that's what we're making the wallet the way it is. It looks, you know, it's just user friendly. You know, hey, open it up and just take a look at it. It's like, oh, okay, they put your name there. Oh, okay, so you know, so it's self-explanatory.
Yeah, it's way better than a Windows 95 looking Qt wallet that a lot of things have.
So yeah, so you know, it's a lot of work, but you know, we're happy to be deploying this shortly for our people. I must say now, you know, and just to kind of wrap it up here, I know that some of the team is probably looking at me tonight. I'm so thankful to all of them. They have actually poured their hearts out. I mean, it's been like 6 months of nonstop work. You know, we're thinking security, we're thinking user friendliness. You know, we're thinking to, you know, keep our stakers happy, and that's why when you do anything, like you register those licenses and you pay those 10 IOcoins, if you're staking, you're probably going to get that reward back, you know, and that's very important. At the same time, we have POS.io. It's a volume control blockchain, so that means that transaction fees are being destroyed, and so we're not going to have like, we're not making endless amount of coins. IOcoin is only 16 million coins. It's not 1 billion. It's not 10 billion. IOcoin was not pre-mined, and IOcoin was not an ICO. We have been working here from day one, you know, and without any type of, you know, upfront money. And sometimes when projects get upfront money, they tend to kind of slack. You know what I mean? They got paid, so then now they don't, you know, they'll just either run away or not do anything. We want to earn people's trust, and that's why we didn't do an ICO, pre-mine, or anything. We want people to know that we're here to work, we're here to work hard, and hopefully our team and the community, you know, gets that appreciation back.
Yeah, no, I just got your team pulled up here, and I've talked with Richard a little bit too. He's a very nice gentleman, and maybe we'll have to get Derek on here as well to tell us more about the security features. But you guys are definitely been busy bees. Like we're loving the work you've been doing since the last time we had you on, and you guys seen a recent spike in value, and I gotta say it's most definitely deserved. I'm sure Not So Fast agrees.
Oh yeah, yeah, you guys deserve. I'd say, without having looked at your chart recently, other than the spike, I'd say, man, the work you guys are putting in, man, you're building value like every day. So yeah, man,
I really thank everybody, and you know, I'm usually I usually don't get that much sleep. I'm always watching Slack. I'm always watching, you know, because we have to be there for our community. You know, I want people to know that we're just not some dev that's hiding somewhere. We're here for our community, and we're here for anybody that wants to take a look at our change. So I really want to thank you guys for taking the time and reaching out to us. When we release DIONS, I promise I come back and we'll go over it and we'll tweak about it. We'll give some IOcoins for free to the community that's logging in to us tonight.
Rad, I love it. Okay, well, I gotta make sure I register Sturkey at IO.
You don't have to.
I gotta claim my name too.
You're already all over it. Not so fast. I'm sure you're already trying to get your tag down.
Yeah, but if I live up to my name, somebody will beat me to it and then sell it back to me for triple.
Oh, well, okay, we're going to end the show right now, and we got to get busy with this, okay?
Yeah. Don't do that.
We got stuff to talk about.
Oh, yeah, we got lots to talk about.
Yeah, we got to talk
about. All right, guys, so I'm going to let you enjoy. I know that you guys were talking about Ethereum maybe coming out to the exchanges tonight, so I know you guys are going to be talking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're very excited about it.
I'm excited about everything. Yeah, that's
Freddie, you're excited because you've been mining it, so you got plenty to sit on.
I'm sitting on it.
Yeah, so in case anybody hasn't, I guess, followed the news on Ethereum, transactions got enabled last night, and the devs basically said we told exchanges, or Joel, if you need to go,
yeah,
it's a pleasure to have you.
Thanks, Joel.
No problem, guys. It's like family over here. Thank you so much. Hopefully one of these days we'll see each other in Miami.
All right, dog.
Sounds good.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So again, we saw that the gas limit got broken on Ethereum, and it's been ramping up.
Ramping up the gas.
Like, what's our hash rate here? It's behind this damn thing.
I don't know, but freaking our difficulty is like 1.4 trillion now or something.
But the difficulty, I don't think is the same as Bitcoin difficulty. Like,
no, it's different. It's different.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
We got our miner in the room here to tell us why it's different.
Yeah, tell us why it's different. I've got 4 miners, but I don't.
You know what? I wish I could give you a proper idea, but none of my rigs are Linux based. It's all Windows to jump on shitcoins really fast, because usually that's the way it's done. So I don't even have a Linux rig. I'm not even set up to mine it.
Wait.
Hey guys, did you figure out how to send transactions out, by the way?
Then you're what?
Did you guys figure out how to send transactions from the guest line?
Not yet, no. But
Good
luck.
I have figured out though, you can do Windows 8 mining from Windows 8 with Ethereum.
Oh.
It's just not. Our Linux rigs are kicking butt on that. You know what I mean? But the Windows is actually working. The Linux rigs are doing the better job for sure.
Got it. All right. Well, I'll set something up. I mean, even if I just gotta set up a virtual machine, I'll do it that way. But
you probably get like 30 coins a day right now, maybe out of each machine. Maybe around 30 coins a day.
Oh, so you still solo mine?
That's a lot, though.
That is a lot. I mean, if it ever hits like a ridiculous amount, you know what I mean, like a Bitcoin value, I'm almost near. I'm doing good right now, and you know, if it ever hits Bitcoin value, man, fucking, I'm buying a Tesla and I'm taking it out for steak dinners.
Freddie, that's the altcoin bug right there, because I think that about like maybe a dozen different altcoin bags that I have. Like, oh, if these ever hit Bitcoin value, I'm rich here, I'm rich here, I'm rich over here. That's where the altcoin bug's starting to bite you, man.
Yeah, no, because I think most of us are kind of starting to taste the reality that we're not going to get 10x out of Bitcoin for a long time.
Yeah.
So the altcoins are where it's at that way.
Well, it's like I always say. I think, you know, if you look at cryptocurrency as a valuation on the whole, it's like equal to one of the lower companies in the Fortune 500. You know, equal to company 410 or something. So there's a lot of there's a lot of room for the space to grow in value, and if it's not going to be with Bitcoin, I mean, so many other development teams like Josh and the guys at IO and the guy, you know, Vitalik and the guys at Ethereum, they're all building value in their own way in the space. And I don't know, I think it's looking more and more like a bunch of similarly valued blockchains and technologies beside Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys read the Vitalik. He came out today talking about private blockchains and public blockchains. That's a very good read up. You guys should read his latest post. I was reading it today. I think it was very smart. And a lot of companies right now are thinking about that. They're thinking about, do we do our own private blockchain, or do we maybe work with a public blockchain? And it's going to be interesting, what companies may decide to do. But I believe the power of the blockchain, for me, is still in the public, even though there are some, just like Vitalik said, some advancements if they were to choose something private. But, I certainly believe that public is going to be still the way to go.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
So Ethereum, like I said, the transactions got enabled last night at about 10 o'clock, I think it was.
Yeah.
And they told Polynex had the market added, but they weren't allowing deposits to be credited to people's accounts until about 8:50 tonight, which is in about an hour. Yeah, we're excited. But Kraken has been going ahead and already letting people buy and sell, so we actually have some price history now.
Let's talk about the price history, Alex. Give us a rundown.
Let's check it out.
This is so exciting.
So it looks like the ETC, Ether coin, has been pretty accurate with establishing a price around $3, but we have a very, there's no liquidity here, so the guys who were greedy or who were taking their, they wanted it now, they were buying it almost to $11 I saw today.
Wow.
But $3 seems to be about where it's at, about 10 times ICO values, which seems to be the number in everybody's mind. They always want that 10x.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't believe that people earned that when it came out. There was so much going on, so much value that the development team had to fulfill, and I'm pretty impressed they did it. I mean, I didn't buy in because I thought, you're not going to deliver anything for how long? You're going to burn through this how quick?
Yeah, it sounded like, I'll take a clicker.
Yeah, sorry.
It seemed like the biggest hype thing in the world, because it was they raised 17 to 20 million. So 10x that's a $200 million valuation.
They're right next to Litecoin right now on CoinMarketCap.
It's absolutely mind-boggling. Plus the amount of coin that's being released from the mining sphere right now. There's a lot of coin out there now. You know what I'm saying? But on the other side of that, there's a lot of value potential in it. I don't know what that link was that I put on the Slack thing today, but it's I found this, my buddy Baron, a great guy in town named Baron, and we had coffee yesterday. He showed me this visual interface where you take these bits and puzzles of if ands and equals tos or less thans, and you punch them together like a puzzle, and it forms a smart contract.
I'll pull it up, but it looks exactly
super cool, dude.
Yeah,
and it just shows you how much value there is in this platform. This reminds me so much of Facebook. When Facebook came out at 38 a share, and then everybody's like, sell it. So they drove it down to 22 or 18 a share. Everybody's selling it like crazy, going, guys, this is the biggest bump thing in the world. And then 2 years later, it's at $70 a share because Facebook has got so much value in it. And this reminds me of Facebook. It's just got so much inherent value in it. You got it yet?
No, I'm sorry. I'm working on it.
Okay, it's okay. It's all good.
No.
So yeah, it's a really interesting platform, and this thing that Baron showed me is it's so cool. It's in Slack right here.
Yeah, check this out. Yeah.
Yeah, you share that. There we go. So here I'm gonna show the screen here, guys.
Yeah, this is exactly how Android the app developer has been built. It's super easy. It snaps together. You got your while statements, set statements, comments.
Yeah. So this one here, I can't remember what this one is. That's what is that one for? A buyer. Oh, this is a buying contract right here as an example. It's just super fucking cool, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely cool. Yeah. So yeah, it's just so easily put together. It's just so, and this is just, we're in an infancy stage.
Yeah.
This is pre-infancy, actually. This is just past embryonic stage right now or something like that. You know what I mean? No, it's just released. So it's past, so it is infant stage.
Well,
right?
this adds value to everything that's already been created because all these cryptos were just like, oh, it's programmable money.
Yeah, like let's all learn freaking Serpent.
Yeah.
Like that's gonna happen, right?
Yeah, but
And
no,
that's-
this is.
That's just like crazy stuff.
So we start seeing some DApps soon.
Yeah, the dApps. What's his name? Rob Myers was mentioning that dApps, and I'm just like, he's sending me to GitHub. So I'm like, what the heck am I gonna do with all this stuff? But this thing that Alex had up is something I could get my head around.
Yeah.
And that's something I can get my head around too.
Again,
It's so funny.
yeah, we got these cards.
Got that up there again.
So look in the link below here, guys. I'll add this Twitter status so you get the retweet, and we'll get a bidding war started for it. If no one bids for it, we'll just give them away to a random person.
Yeah, some street bum hobo.
Yeah, maybe. So we need them retweets. Follow below, all that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I got sidetracked here.
Oh yeah, so what were we talking about? We were talking about Ethereum and how amazing
The coding, yeah.
Yeah, oh, the coding. Oh, yeah. You did sidetrack us. That was a segue.
Yeah. Commercial
Right back
time.
into it.
Yeah, time to move commercial. So I love this because that just shows me how much value there is in this coin potentially. Because we just launched this a week ago, and we've already got I can put together a contract, and I'm not even a developer. Like this just shows you where it's going. It's going to be so fucking fabulous, man. So fabulous. Very powerful platform.
That's awesome. I can't wait to play with it. And I'm gonna get mining going now. If it works with Windows 8, I'll set something up.
Yeah, you got to do it. You got to do it because there's just so much value in this platform, and it's nothing to set a miner up. I'm already. It's making. Dude, we're talking about GPUs that are making money like right now. You know what I mean? And like I got a buddy named Kiko, and he'd come in here and he'd go, dude, what are your paperweights up to? And I'm like, nothing. And he just look at me and go, you're a loser. And I'm like, yeah. And then here we are, like Ethereum comes out and it's just been cranking. My GPU's been cranking for me, and put them to work, dude, because it's a really good opportunity.
That's
right
awesome. Will do.
Yeah. And if there's some you don't want, put them up for sale because the kids are buying them up right now too.
Yeah, no, I'm actually got my eye on more. I got somebody in Toronto I'm tracking down who's got 3 little 4 280X rigs that I got room for them now, so I wanna add to the family.
Nice, very nice.
Yeah, and man, yeah, okay, I'm gonna switch for a big one to Ethereum for sure.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah.
What's next on the agenda, Alex?
Oh, yeah, let me grab my list here. I just pulled up the chart for ETC versus Bitcoin, and you can see, like,
wow.
we got a nice correlation. Like, you'd be, like,
Yeah.
even when we had this massive drop down to 160, you can see that's when, like, people started picking up Ether like crazy, this red line here. Right when Bitcoin hit 160, everyone was like, man, I need to put my money somewhere else.
When was that?
That was in January, yeah.
We had Ether for sale back then?
This is this Ether coin, which I haven't got a confirmation yet from anyone that they're doing the one-to-one trades on it.
Yeah.
But it's still seeming like it's going on. Nobody's reported anything of the latter that they haven't got it. But we'll find out more probably tonight when the network kind of gets fully thawed and like all the transactions get sent through.
I know.
Because I think it's only miners right now that can send coins. I don't think anyone who did crowd sale can actually send coins. I might be mistaken.
I don't know the answer to that, but what I do know is that I was looking at some of my blocks that I mined today, or we mined today, me and Carl.
Yeah.
Carl's my awesome partner. And their coins are moving around. There's just no doubt about it. You know what I mean? We're doing transactions already. We're already moving. It's really cool what's going on. Very exciting time. Very, very exciting time.
Also, BitMEX is offering leverage on EtherCoin.
Are you serious?
I know, right? There's no market established yet, but right away they're like, this thing's got the same evaluation as Litecoin. We better set up our leverage network. So if you guys want to long or short Ethereum and make some serious money on the price swings, then check out BitMEX.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, those guys are making a play for sure. Those BitMEX guys, they're
trying to get some competition. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's I just gotta say this. I'm not trading like you guys do with everything all over the place, but I have not felt this much excitement over a crypto anything since Bitcoin.
Yeah.
This is one of those ones that's just literally got me by the nuts. I'm just like, this is just something. There's something happening here. It's a whole different level. It feels like it's way more sophisticated, way more thought out. You know what I mean? and it took them 1.5 years to build the goddamn thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it shows.
Yeah, it does.
I think the next ICO that happened last year around this time, that's probably going to be nutty is MadeSafe. Taylor was mentioning this before the show. That we got to get MadeSafe on because they have like one of the craziest crowd sales. They sold out in like 6 hours.
Yeah.
But they've been tradable for like the last couple of months, and they actually had a bit of a price crash the other day when I sold.
Well, that's chart.
Yeah.
Maybe you know what? That sounds like it might be an interesting buy if they haven't gone into production yet, have they?
Ethereum's trading on BitMEX right now.
Oh yeah. And yeah, it's leveraged on Polynex as well. So Freddie, if you want to buy it, wait a little bit because I'm still shorting it, and I'm waiting for a decent time to pull out. Right.
Well, it's not gonna throw massive.
Here, I'm getting the chart going. There's just so much stuff on Coinigy. It's hard to sometimes find the coin you're looking for on the market. Oh, dang.
Where's Coinigy? Is that American?
Yeah, geez, I think they're...
Cali?
No, not Cali. Somewhere in the middle states.
Oh, wow. Just Kraken's in Cali, I think,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, but we forgot to wrap up the price bets from last week. So, Freddie, you were busy with one of our guests in the other room, but I won. So,
oh, you did?
Yay to me.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Ethan and Vinay thought we were going to go back up to 305, and I said, nope, not happening. And Jesse was saying we were going to the moon. So that sounds like crazy talk right now.
What are we at right now?
We are at 279 American.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad at all.
So actually, before we move on, and while I got this chart up, maybe we can do a price bet again. So we can change our bets around. I'm thinking, we're probably going to continue this downtrend. Like, I know we're hitting on some resistance here. If Freddie, you could show the audience what I'm talking about.
Sorry, pardon me.
It's just like a descending triangle.
A descending triangle, yeah. I've been saying we're going to experience some craziness, but I guess maybe Ethereum might actually drive some market activity. But I'm gonna probably stay right where I am and say next week on the 13th when we have a show, we're gonna be exactly in the same spot again.
Huh.
What do you guys think?
I would say similarly, yeah. But let's assume that Ethereum, once it gets trading, like people are actually gonna dump a bunch of Bitcoin to pick it up. Whatever that may be. I mean, a bunch of the mine coin will be released, and I think a lot of people will be trying to take profits on the stuff that they bought at ICO. But
yeah, that's a lot of Bitcoin.
Relatively little. Yeah, I think there will be like a net depressive effect on Bitcoin and a net increasing effect on Ether. So let's say 275 for me.
75. Well, that's what I said. Okay.
Oh no, wait, is it 275 right now? I thought it was 279 right now.
Oh, it's 279 right now, and I said I'm going to keep my bet the same at 275 again.
Oh, got it. Okay, I'll be even more pessimistic and say 270.
270. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go next. I think that people want to buy Ether, so they're going to buy Bitcoin to get Ether. So I'm going to go to 290.
290.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see 290 in my crystal balls.
Well, if all the miners and all the ICO guys are in the same boat as you are, then I imagine we're gonna see something like that. You know, like there's gonna be some people holding strong and say, "I'm not selling."
Well, I'm not selling for a while. We might let some go. So, Greg, what are you thinking?
I think it's gonna. Is this a 7-day time frame?
Yeah. What's gonna happen next Friday? What do you want to buy Bitcoin for? Or what do you think you're gonna be buying Bitcoin for?
That's the question, actually.
260s.
260s?
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
Whoa.
I'm gonna say 269.
269.
269.
Undercutting.
Yeah, he's pricing right in you.
Huh.
It's all good.
It's all good, baby.
Let's see, Joel, we still got you in here, bud. I know you're not too much of a trader. You're busy with development, but.
Well, last time I got it right, but I didn't send in the BTC.
Yeah, you can't win the bet if you don't.
Yeah.
Don't pay it. But we're doing it just for fun now. Now there's no money
I
involved.
like when the money was involved.
Yeah, it was kind of nice.
I know.
Maybe with Ethereum we can actually get some smart contracts going.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold everybody to it. I think I'm into that.
You know what, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna work on Ethereum upback contracts for us for next week.
Cool. Yeah, let's
That'll
do
be
that.
my job. I've got a job officially. Yeah.
So we got
Nice.
I'm gonna be the bookie. So Joel, you got a number for us? What are you thinking, bro?
I'm trying to look at that chart. Let me see.
Oh. Yeah, sorry.
I don't even look at it that much anymore. Well, you know, we've been holding strong at 280 for a very long time. That's been, I think a lot of people got burned playing the futures game. And now the market has kind of like, you know, if you could see, yeah, it's hanging around right around here. So, what is that right there? 270.
Oh, another
I'm
one.
going to go with the 270 also.
All right.
Wow.
We're getting pretty full here. Now,
We're teamed up on that level. That's all good.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, then we got Taylor, we got Kelly. Taylor, what are you thinking?
I think
We'll touch 270 at some point.
Yeah.
285.
Taylor's saying 285. He's moving into my zone. He's a bullish. He's thinking ahead, as in moving up and ahead.
Right.
Greg, I love your shoes, dude. They're beautiful. This is good shopping. Yeah. All right.
Oh,
and,
man.
and so, and then we've
I'm
got.
still trying to figure out how to send a Ether transaction.
Well, I mean, it's brand new, dog.
Everything I put in get, it doesn't like it.
It's gonna be
Just
tough.
for fun.
I mean, I haven't even figured the wallet in yet. All I know is it's collecting for it. So Kelly, what are you thinking? What do you think the price is gonna be of Bitcoin in 7 days, bro? Oh yeah,
Yeah,
check
yeah.
coming back up for Kelly.
Do you want a longer time frame here?
7 days.
Well, I mean,
Oh.
right now we're looking at the 1 hour chart. Let's bump it up to like the 4 hour. But I know we're getting pretty squished in here.
Oh, look at that. There's like sideways movement there when you look at that kind of thing.
Yeah, we're forming a bit of a giant M here, which if you listen to Brian Beamish, M's are not good
He
signs.
loves those M's.
He also likes tight little bottoms, but don't we all? This is a massive W here. Look at this.
Yeah.
That's a massive bottom.
260? All right, Kelly's over 260.
All right,
All
so
right, let's see what we get with that.
yeah, I'll save this and we'll examine it next week.
I wonder what the winner wins next week. We gotta make something. The winner should win something.
He can have a Jumbucks sticker.
All of your Ethereum.
Yeah,
All of
no,
mine.
I like it. Yeah, let's bet all of Freddy's
Or how
Ethereum.
about a beer? The winner
The
wins
whole
a beer.
stack.
For a value of a beer, sent to them. How's that?
Yeah, $3. Okay,
Do
yeah,
that. See, the winner wins a beer or the equivalent of Bitcoin sent to them.
yeah, we can do that out of the
We can do
Jumbucks
that,
pot.
right?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Oh yeah, that
Thank
sounds
you,
good.
Jumbucks. You guys are amazing.
Yeah, we love them.
I love our
They are
sponsors.
amazing.
You got great sponsors.
So check out getjumbucks.com to support them. Also slack.getjumbucks to join their Slack channel,
Yeah.
their Slack team, where
Yeah.
there's Blocktalk channel. There's 190 of us.
I know.
And we have-
How many fucking people can we get into his channels?
I don't know, Freddie. You gotta join. People were asking who was sitting next to me here. They want the craziness in the Blocktalk channel.
Do you want that crazy?
Yeah. So we got some more news stories. Dash, also known as Darkcoin, is being delisted from Bitfinex, which is probably driving a lot of price movement in a lot of the other big anonymous coins like Monero. I don't really know why Dash would be delisted. I guess they didn't have enough volume on that exchange, but they are a very large coin that's been around for about 2 years.
Yeah.
Anyways,
basically Darkcoin, right?
yeah, they rebranded to Dash and shook a bunch of the old guys out.
Wow.
What do you think now, so fast?
I love Dash, man. I've loved it for a long time. In fact, one of the first coins I mined after Dogecoin because I was interested in the new algorithms. And the cool thing is, if you look at the Dash developer talk and the community forums, there's such a crazy singularity of purpose. Like, they agree on everything, and it's all like actually good stuff, like non-group thinky stuff, whereas Bitcoin just seems like the developers fight each other, and it doesn't really amount in a lot of moving forward and progression. So I don't know, Dash is one of those other ones that Freddie, the way you feel about Ethereum, I kind of have felt about Dash for a long time. Like, it's just got such a great pace of positive, solid development on the anonymous sphere, and they've got an instant transaction thing called Instatex that has been working just fine for a long time. And this whole Bitfinex thing, I don't get that. There's actually a guy on Twitter who was engaging in a dialogue with the Bitfinex Twitter account, saying, "Why don't you guys rebrand your Darkcoin platform to Dash?" And they're like, "We don't think it's important." And he's like, "Well, you would only say that if you're going to delist it, right?" And the guy was like, "No, we just want to call it what it is." And then three months later, they delist it, and the guy's like, "I told you so." But I don't know who at Bitfinex has like such a hate on for that coin. It struck me as very lame that they did that.
Well, yeah, it was last year in April when Dashcoin or Darkcoin won the Toronto Hackathon with their anonymous kind of blockchain mixing. They really kicked off the entire anonymous coin fad. Like, we just saw so many shit coins coming out all at once, and everybody was rebranding the anonymous. It was definitely a whole fad that they started. So much like Ethereum, I guess, this year, we're probably going to see a lot of shitcoin clones of Ethereum soon.
Yeah, there's a lot of smart contract stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah, we're going to see Doge Ethereum. That's what we're all pumped for. Ethereum Dark.
Yeah, there's going to be a Dark Ethereum for sure.
Yeah.
Dark Ethereum.
Dark Ethereum, like some sort of anonymous contract, if that makes any sense.
So ridiculous. Everything is so absurd. It's so.
But if you can sell it to like 20 people, then you can make money on it. So that's where a lot of these shitcoins come out of.
Now you only have to sell it to 3 people. Honestly, that's all it takes.
Yeah. You gotta get one of the people in this room interested. That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
It's not gonna be me.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. I pulled up the MadeSafe chart here for you, Freddie. So you can see we definitely did break down. Like, I actually.
It's a good time to pick it up, it looks like.
Yeah,
Cool,
so
it's
you
crushed.
saw this bounce here. I actually sold at the top of this because I needed some money. I'm getting some brand new graphics cards for a PC I'm building to do video editing.
Interesting.
And I sold half of it here, and then the next day I checked up and it was way down here. I'm like, oh god.
Thank God you sold it.
Yeah. So I started doing some shorts and stuff with this reverb that's going on here. But I think this is ICO levels here at 8,000 Satoshis. So if this breaks down, we're probably going to hit some lows again. So keep an eye on this, guys.
That's a good purchase. It looks like good purchasing opportunities coming up.
Yeah, if Brian draws his little, box here, the red box is going to go down to this line at 7,000 and then up to infinity. But we'll see. MadeSafe, these are guys that are kind of in the same boat with Ethereum. Like,
Yeah, they are.
There's
a
a
mastercoin scene.
Yeah, they're a hardworking dev group. They're a company that's been around longer than Bitcoin. So and they have good values, I think. So anyone who doesn't know about MadeSafe, do a little reading. They're kind of going for a different route actually than blockchains. Some sort of like hash table system, but they're trying to do like a network of computer resources. So everything is going to be measured and quantified. So you could have your CPUs plugged in, your GPUs, networking, storage, everything. So I bought into that when I first got into the space because I thought, yeah, it's been pretty good. And it's been a fun ride. We've gone up to 20K in the past here.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's been pretty fun. Ethereum's been driving a lot of crazy price action, actually. I don't know if you got anything you want to mention here, Joel, or not so fast?
I've been looking at the price action on Bittrex, and the swings are just wild. I mean, so much going on that I'd rather mine it and sell some tops, buy some bottoms of that spread if I can play the spread on that. That's all I'd really want to do.
So one thing that got pointed out to us, I think, what was it, 2 shows ago or 3 shows ago when we had Brian on, was Counterparty. So Freddie, if you could pull up my screen here again, we'll see a little bit of a cup and handle action here with Counterparty. So they actually had like this huge spike shortly after Ethereum said they were launching, but now they kind of crashed again. But the trend kind of still seems to be intact. So I think we'll be kind of good here. And if you look at like a longer time frame on this thing, like if we look at like a 1-day chart, we got so much to go here on Counterparty. Like, I've been holding on to this since like about 50K or 5 something Satoshis, and yeah, I think we're gonna be once we get up into these ranges here, I'll be happy. But we got a ways to go. We'll see what Ethereum does to this once that network starts going live. Because again, there hasn't really been any real volume trading until probably 9 o'clock tonight. We'll see what that does for us. Anyways,
why are you expecting a lift to counterparty because of Ethereum?
I wouldn't say a lift because of Ethereum. If anything, there was probably people who wanted to exit, so they created a pump in order to sell. Because a lot of people want Bitcoin right now, I think, to buy Ethereum. That's my opinion of the market as it stands right now. But if anything, counterparty really should crash because they're kind of competing platforms, like smart contracts versus like. Well, it's an asset network. I don't know. They're kind of in their own elements, but it's kind of hard to say that everything goes up together when it really shouldn't.
Yeah, it's hard to correlate pairs in crypto because there really isn't. Yeah, we don't know. We don't have solid enough captive markets in terms of use cases to really play one against the other and say whether they're going to move in sync or whether they're going to move and antithetically to each other. So this is, if anything, Ether coming out is a good visual confirmation of how crypto pairs are going to trade and whether they're going to trade as much, trade the way they do in like mature markets.
Yeah, no, it definitely it shows us a little more market structure and how this is much more of an ecosystem that relies on a lot of different parties.
Yeah, that's what we need though, to have pairs. I mean, they have to be similar size, and really, there's only Bitcoin and a bunch of little guppies. So yeah, I'm looking forward to a point if it gets to that point, because then we'll see actual pairs trading and see if one is dumped for the other or whether they move in tandem because of development in the space as a whole.
So I got CoinMarketCap pulled up here, and Ethereum got added today. And at about a $3 or even $2.80 American, it's pretty much comparable to Litecoin. Like that would be a pretty good pair. Like, but we only have like 180 grand in volume. But like, yeah, this thing's on the same level as a lot of big players. Like, yeah, right away, like it's surpassing Dogecoin and Dash. So it's coming for Litecoin. I think we might have a new silver to Bitcoin's gold.
If it works the same, then yeah, very likely.
Yeah. So you said you were buying Dash, or not Dash, Burst, not so fast, or you're mining it actually.
Yeah. I'm mining it. Yeah, it's got a really high generation rate, and it probably will for another couple of years, even though it's a smooth decay. They had smart contracts months ago, 6 months ago, I think, but they are nowhere near as easy to play around with or as sort of componentially composable as Ethereum seemed to be. They're just like, they come out with simple ones first. So they came out with a lottery system first, and then they came out with an auction system. They're all usable, but the blockchain that they're building, it doesn't seem like as interchangeable as Ethereum's is. Now that Ethereum's actually got something, they kind of blow them away by comparison. I still like Burst because you can mine it with hard drives, and that's just awesome. But yeah, I think ultimately there's room for both. But definitely the way Ethereum's doing smart contracts, they've leapt ahead of anybody that did it first because they took the time to do it better than anybody else could.
So you would say Burst is to Ethereum as what Bitcoin is to IOcoin in terms of usability?
That's a good one. That's a good one from Logic class. Yeah, quite likely. That's a good comparison.
Well, yeah. If anyone's going to use it, then it really has more value. But if no one wants it, then it's just going to die, really.
True.
Yeah. Joel, are you back? Do you have something to weigh in?
I'm right here. I just keep playing around with, checking out the way this Geth thing works, with Ethereum, just to check them out since everybody's been talking about it. it seems fascinating, but on the other hand, I don't think you're going to see major dumps on Ethereum because I don't think it's yet ready for a lot of people to be sending out transactions yet. There's a lot of figuring out that's going to have to happen.
Well, they did have that one point where they were like, yeah, don't send anything to exchanges because we might have to roll back everything for the last 24 hours.
Which I would love if they did that now, because if Kraken went ahead and started trading after they said that, and then they decided to roll it back, that means everyone just sold Ethereum, gets it back.
That's pretty hilarious if they did that. It'd be a bit of a nightmare, but...
yeah, it might not look good for the platform, so it probably won't happen, but I think it'd be funny. For the lulz.
Yeah, for the lulz.
Oh, man.
For the lulz.
I guess, Freddie, if you could show my screen again. BitCrystals is doing an ICO right now. We actually had these guys on Salon Talks not too long ago.
Right.
So they do gaming on the blockchain. They created colored coins that are actually like trading cards. So I don't know if you've seen the kids today. They play a lot of these games kind of like Magic the Gathering, but they play it on their iPads, and they're actually paying for digital cards, but there's really only a centralized server to keep track of them, similar to like how WoW keeps track of all their gold.
Yeah.
So these guys have basically created counterparty assets that are trading cards. So maybe we should talk with the Jumbucks guys. Maybe we can get some trading cards.
I wasn't one of those trading cards.
Yeah.
I don't want to take them and just use them for everything.
So if you guys look in our channel below, you could probably find the one on, it's called Gaming on the Blockchain. And it's a pretty cool little insight here on how this whole thing will work. They actually have a game set up, but even just to own like a Satoshi card, which there's only 200, and there only will ever be 200, because these are digital assets that can't be reproduced, there might be worth a little bit of coin in the future. So yeah, check out BitCrystals if you want to read a little more on it, or maybe even check out the crowd sale. I think they've already raised almost like 700 Bitcoins. Pretty crazy.
700 is a good amount.
Yeah, that's good. That's really good. There's a couple other altcoins doing that as well. There's Hyper, and there's Gold Pieces, which was acquired by the Hyper team. Gold Pieces was an awesome play. It mined for about a cost of 7 or 8K. It went dormant for a while, but then it got picked up. I managed to score a ton at about 500 Satoshi and sell it again for 7K, but could have held on for 30. It pumped to 30K just a little while ago.
Look, good return on your part. You did really good with that, man. Congratulations.
I did okay with it, but they're still developing stuff with gaming, and the TP has their own kind of RPG on the blockchain as well. It's going to get used for any kind of little, I think like handheld or mobile-based games, and Hyper's more for serious gaming. I don't know. It's backed by, or promoted rather, by David Seaman, who a lot of people don't really take kindly to. But
yeah,
other than
I got that email.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read it. I'm like, oh geez, another Seaman palm.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really have a lot of good stuff to say about that guy, but I don't have a lot of bad stuff. I don't know.
He's nice enough. He's just I don't know. I don't think he's just too public and doesn't know enough. So it's kind of like.
He seemed fickle when I first heard about him when he rage quit, and I was like, who? Oh, but yeah. I think those are. BitCrystals are probably doing what Ethereum did for that space. They're taking it and they're taking it to a level of professionalism beyond these quick launch altcoins that sort of get abandoned and taken up and find a little niche, but don't really have the backing or like hobbies. And BitCrystals will be like the main. We go to work and we do this kind of thing.
Yeah. Other news on the ICO front. I actually got contacted by a developer we had on the show, Syntax, the guy behind IOcoin.
Nice.
He's part of this new coin called Redcoin, or Red, spelled with
R3D.
Yeah, R3D. I guess that's how you pronounce it. But they want to basically do a cryptocurrency-based version of Reddit, where everything is hosted on a blockchain.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, I've been reading through it. It sounds alright, but like, I think the beauty of Reddit is that it is free. So to try and make a paid version of it, it's going to be a tough battle.
Yeah. We had a guy last night that was talking about the same thing for Quora.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very interesting.
They're doing an ICO right now. It'd be interesting to see actually how well it's doing.
I can tell you right now, it's doing not very well compared to what they're asking. The crowdfunding terms mean that what they ask for doesn't matter. The ICO will be considered a success if they raise 800 BTC, and I don't think they're even at 1% of that yet. I actually got a few private messages with Syntax in a dialogue, and he's developing this kind of no matter what. But I think the funding strategy of this was a little. It could use some recalculation, just because, like you said, Freddie, like it's hard to compete with free. And what I thought was interesting about them, though, is that they're doing a no block rewards mining other than fees, so you can actually earn as much or more than you spend using the platform. So I think, like, not that you need encouragement to interact properly with Reddit, but in using our 3D-based version of Reddit, you would probably come out with a net surplus of coins based on the way they've done their fees. And everything you spend to utilize their version of Reddit or Facebook or whatever else they do, it gets picked up by miners, anybody mining it, or anybody using the platform. It's kind of neat the way they've worked the fees, and nobody's really done that yet, other than Joel just said, those 10 IOcoins that you spend to create your identity are recaptured by the stakers. These guys are doing, let's see, so it's an interesting thought experiment, but they don't raise 800 Bitcoins, then hopefully they'll try to do it in another format.
They got till, I think, the 17th or the 18th to get it, so another 2 weeks, and they're up to about 4 Bitcoin now. So
half a percent.
A ways to go. Hopefully the Ethereum funds kind of get going in here, but I think the total coins they wanted to sell for were 4,000, and then they destroyed the rest. Yeah, it's going to be it's a tough sell. From what you kind of told me, it sounds like the economy is right. It's just this thing is like viral marketing, and to get like people to switch over it, you need another event similar to what happened on Reddit like 2 months ago or a month ago, where everyone was like, "Oh, censorship, boo!" and like
that would work. He's suggesting that they use it like as release WikiLeaks, like use the blockchain to back WikiLeaks so that it can't be taken down. It's immutable, and for things that need to be immutable. I thought that was kind of cool. I suggested to him that he's a pretty crack developer, and he does not rest. So I was thinking, why don't you build an overlay for Reddit that people can use R3D to interact with Reddit, or they can just use Reddit normally, and see how many people sort of switch over if it's net profitable for them, or if it's interesting for them, and people who don't or don't understand it won't use it. So I don't know if they'll take that into consideration, but it sounds like they've got a plan. They're just they haven't revealed a whole lot of it yet, which again is difficult to raise money with, but I'm sure they have good reasons for doing it the way they're doing.
Yeah, no, it's tough. Like I like Syntax. He's a nice guy, having him on the show and whatnot, but it is a tough sell. So I don't know if I'll put anything to it. I never really participate in ICOs, which I'm really kicking myself over Ethereum right now. But
I've lost plenty on ones that have not turned out so good. So
the first thing that happens is the price goes down and people get shooken out.
Yep.
So,
Greg, how's Brian's course treating you? Do you like it? Or?
It was good. It's done.
Yeah?
Yeah. It was good. It was definitely worth spending time with him.
Oh, yeah.
I think he could definitely push his students a little bit harder. He likes taking his time and going into a lot of detail. And we were obviously very impatient to learn and could take more from him. But it was really good. We walked away with some core knowledge, and I think best practices so you can limit your emotions when dealing with trades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My trade
Psychology is important.
I haven't made any.
It's like dealing with women.
No emotion.
No emotion.
Yeah.
Well, that's
I'm
really
emotionally unavailable.
important. And consistency, I think that's really important.
Yeah. Sure.
Well, Brian strikes me as interesting because he invests. He looks at every coin equally, which like most of us in the space or in the Slack, Jumbucks Slack, we do reading for ages on all these coins. Like red coin, like I probably spent 2 hours on it just to find out if I wanted to spend money on it.
Yeah.
And, yeah, he would just look at the chart and say, yeah, this is a pretty good spot right here, and we'll buy it. And then, yeah, so we had a nice discussion on the last Coinigy show about a Bryce Wiener coin, Dirac, and my warning was don't even bother with it.
I never really found out much about that coin. It always, I didn't know that it and XDQ were the same thing, and then by the time I realized, I lost interest. What is Dirac?
It's a Blake coin, which I don't know if you mine any Blake coins, but they're super efficient and they're all merge mineable.
Yeah, I did mine a Blake. I don't remember what it was, but it was a newer one.
So I think he released it around the same time that the algorithm kind of came out and a bunch of stuff was, and he was on David Siemens' podcast promoting it. And this was right around the time when I first got in and was looking at buying all coins. I'm like, oh, this is neat. Yeah, look at the low supply and all this. But it's just been kind of going down every time. It's always making lower lows and lower highs. So it's basically, I think Bryce has a lot of it, and he's just selling it.
Yeah, I don't think he's really backing it too strongly. I think he's back to the coffee shop or something. Is that what his other business is?
Yeah, he did a podcast recently where he basically said, "I'm not involved in crypto anymore. I don't mine. I don't own any anymore. I maybe have a little bit of wallet stuck in somewhere." And like I think a lot of people saw right through that, and they know he's still doing it. He's just kind of
underground.
Yeah, he's pretending to be underground or anonymous or something.
Yeah, I thought I didn't like him at the very outset. In fact, I don't know. He just struck me as arrogant with nothing to back it up. But since then, he kind of went cryptically humble, and it was kind of neat. And I don't know. He's a character. They're all characters. Oh, Laser Cat.
Laser Cat is the best.
These guys have been going nutty here. Every time we have like a Hangouts or something, or we do something on our projector screen in front of us, they're always standing in front of the screen trying to get the pointer. Oh, that's great. So, if you guys want to see some more funny cat shenanigans, check out
funny cat shenanigans.
Check out on the YouTube channel. We did a Hangouts with Lynn Albridge. You guys definitely need to give her more views because the whole free Ross movement needs some donations. We donated our beer fund last week to it.
Nice.
And maybe we'll do some extra beer funds towards it too. Do you guys want a beer? I could probably send another to the machine.
Yeah, send us some more beer.
Let's see if she's working well here.
Is it open? I could probably just restart it though.
I've tried restarting it.
Yeah.
Being Bizarro.
For anybody just tuning in, we're just kind of filling time here while we wait for the Ethereum to start trading on Polynex.
Oh, is that what we're doing?
Well, I thought so, yeah.
Till 8:50?
We got another half hour. We can quit it now. I know, Freddie, you wanted to go and buy a toilet.
I want to buy a new toilet for the Decentral, man. I know, it's freaking, the shitter here
Toilet
is
coin.
so bad. Toilet
It
coin,
looks
yeah.
nice in there, but I guess we don't see behind the wall into the bathroom back there. So.
Oh, yeah, we got a really nice studio, but that bathroom needs some love. Every time a girl goes in there, she comes out with a little bit of barf in her mouth.
If we had a longer cable, we could show you guys, but it's probably best we don't. But let's do a quick roundabout here.
Keep the mystique alive. I like not knowing what's just kind of outside the frame there.
That's good. I like that.
We got the crazy cat here behind Greg, and then yeah, it's just going nuts. These kittens are, how old are they now, Freddie?
They're about 12 weeks old.
Okay. And then Eleanor is just having to sleep here.
Where's she sleeping?
The tired mother.
She's
Sleeping on the drill.
Yeah, we were doing some work today. I put coasters on the chair. And then there's Gracie.
On the mixer.
Yeah, on the mixer. There's DJ. DJ Grace.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all go crazy on the screen here. We have a little projector set up here where we do our thing. And then, yeah, the kitties go crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got our Bitcoin Pepsi machine here that we always like to throw out to people to see. If you guys want to try and send us a beer, you can go to that QR code there. We'll tweet this out again too. But yeah, we got our sidewalk light show. This is thanks to Kiko.
Yeah.
This thing is
Yeah, that's awesome.
So this is on the street above. Like people walk by, and in the middle of the night, you hear people doing disco music, and it's yeah.
That right now is the Game of Life's algorithm, I guess. We gotta speed up the speed of it though. It's a bit slow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Taylor's been working on that too.
Yeah.
Show Taylor. Let everybody see who Taylor is.
Yeah, this is one of our newest members, Taylor.
Taylor's amazing.
He's a
Yeah.
brilliant fella.
Brilliant fella. And we got Greg. Did we get Kelly yet? Introduce Kelly. Kelly's been so chill. Yeah.
He's the bear in the room with their Bitcoin.
Yeah.
coins.
Totally.
And yeah, we got one of our Ethereum miners over here, popcorn machine.
Yeah, we got a popcorn machine.
Which is also mining Ethereum.
Yes.
So is it hot down there with those miners going then?
You know what? It was hot yesterday, but we fixed something, so it's a bit better now.
Oh, that's good.
We had a buddy visiting us from Australia, and the poor guy he didn't like the heat at all. He was
Oh,
mad
really?
all week about it, yeah, and I was just like, I don't care. It's making us funny. You know?
And I was having some heat issues with my miners. The guy in a unit, renting a unit upstairs from me, running like a carpet edging little business, man. The heat was driving him crazy. He started calling the landlord of the building and calling me and just coming down, like sweating his bag off and freaking out at me. So I was lucky. I got to move everything, hook it all up yesterday, and his crazy, sweaty attacks have stopped.
Dude, it's pretty serious. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it does throw heat.
yeah, it's really serious, man. Remember when you were there, Alex? You were telling us how hot it was.
Yeah, it was as hot as a chicken barn, I think I said.
Yeah, it was hot as a chicken barn. And but that was a little room with no ventilation. So now it's in a room about 4 or 5 times the space, and it still heats that room up a couple degrees. So but it's better now.
Oh yeah.
Did you have to pay more for the space?
Yeah, I got a new business expansion venture type thing. So I managed to get my electrician buddy to put in. Before I was mining off 3 15 amp outlets. Now I'm mining off 8 20 amp outlets. So I gotta get some more rig action in there.
That's amazing.
You went with wooden shelves, I see here. Like we're showing the shelving setup.
Oh yeah. That's the picture I took right as I got everything going at once.
Good for you.
That's cool.
Good for you.
Hopefully,
Lots of room to fill up those shelves.
And do you run all your miners remotely, or are they all manual and done there? Like, you must be remote, right?
Yeah, I run them remote, but they're headless, right? Like they'll turn themselves back on and just keep going if there's a power interruption or whatever. And
Good for you.
yeah, it's all right. I mean, I go and mess around with them because I'm in there a bunch of times a day. So anytime I have like 5 or 10 minutes, I'll go check everything out, see how my doggies are doing, and leave.
That's good. And are you using CG Miner? Is that what you use, or what are you using?
I had been using CG Watcher, which is kind of overall mining software, and usually SG Miner I was using. I don't know. I have to take a serious rig day and find out if I want to upgrade all my AMD drivers for all that stuff and get any more speed out of it, or whether I gotta kind of stick just with the way it is, because time is limited and it's doing just fine on its own. Stability matters more than squeezing out extra hash rate. So as long as it keeps going, uptime without me being involved with it and babying it is most important, right? So.
Yeah. Are you looking at getting maybe some ASICs if the price is right, or do you prefer to have GPUs where you can do anything?
I want both. If it's a deal for me to pick up in fiat, then I'll go buy it now. There's 1.4 terahash for sale locally in my area that's been listed for 400 Canadian for a while. So if I can go over and put $300 in that guy's hand, I'm sure he'll do it. And and I got, like I said, my eye on a guy with total of 12 Radeon 2 80Xs for about 1,500 Canadian. So that'll do some ether.
Yep, that'll do some ether. Good. That'll take you up to our hashing basically right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna move. 14 of my GPUs onto ether.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good. Yeah, that'll be good. So,
I want to get on your level.
That'll be a full day of work for you, so you better budget that out for yourself.
I don't have it, but I'm gonna make the time.
It's a full day, dude. It literally is it's a headache. It's a freaking headache.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, so much fun. So we actually gonna sit here and wait until we start trading?
Yeah, we're just gonna sit here for 20 minutes and talk about it.
Are you serious?
No, we don't have to. Yeah, we can order some pizza. Maybe me and Freddie will just go to Home Depot quick and leave the rest of the guys here to just chill out.
Yeah, we'll just leave the camera on the cats.
We went from 7 viewers down to 5, so we're just bleeding them out. We can wrap this up. I'm cool with that. Anyone who's still here, I feel for you.
Yeah, I'm sorry for making you.
We'll make sure to put in the comments, only watch up until the price bets. After that, it goes downhill.
Yeah, down over there. All right, buddy.
We ran out of stuff to talk about.
Joel, thank you so much. We're going to go get a new toilet for the shitter.
Yeah, we need to be ready for some new shit coins.
You got any shit coins?
Yeah.
See you later.
All right,
Good talking to you guys.
Good night, Joel.
See you guys. We'll see you in the next 1,000 blocks, and make sure you retweet us to try and win some of these crypto community cards.
And yeah.
Thanks to our sponsors, Quadrica, Airbeats.
Airbits.
Airbeats.
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 Airbeats. and
Coinigy, and of course Jumbucks, the coolest coin around.
Yeah, cool man. All right, see you guys later. Thank you.
Thanks.
Ciao.
Good night.
Good night. Where is the hang up button? There it is. Bye bye. Stop broadcast.